It's time to present Scott DuPont to bring you another episode of Finance Your Movie with tips and strategies to help you get your money to tell your story. It's time!
Okay, we're back with another episode. I'm here today with Maurice Mo Jones, the writer-director of Pretty Crazy. Welcome, Mo.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
And I understand you're up there in Chicago.
Yes, the Windy City, as we call it.
Awesome, awesome. So, first of all, I want to thank Andrea McKinnon from AMCK PR for hooking us up. Congratulations on getting your film Pretty Crazy picked up by Vision Films. It's now seen everywhere. That's the film we're going to talk about today. And congratulations. You're a first timer. This is your first movie.
Yeah. Oh man, it's been a crazy ride. Have to thank Lise for helping me get the film distributed. It was very nice and real cool for her to take us on. So I thank them very much for helping us out.
So this is going to be really interesting to talk about this film because not only is this your first film, I mean, I'm searching on IMDb. I didn't really find much on anybody except for Bryce Ray. We'll talk about him in just a minute, but this ended up being a family affair.
Yes, pretty much. I came up with the story. I brought my daughter in. She went to Bradley University in communications. She brought my niece in, who went to Chicago State University in communications. And my daughter and I wrote it. My niece has some writing credits in it as well. And throughout the whole project, I have family as they help with the catering, they help with the background, help with the atmosphere. So everybody was chipping in to help me get this first time movie off the ground.
And what was the genesis for this? Because most people don't start out with making a feature film. They do a whole bunch of shorts. They do a music video. Was this a pandemic movie? How did this all come about?
Well, my background, actually, I've been producing comedy shows for over 25 years here in Chicago. I went to Second City Improv School. I taught some improv students, improv. I helped comics write they skits. So I was already involved in entertainment and doing things like that. And so my next step was to write a movie. And I was advised to do short movies, but I had already written the full script. So I said, well, hey, might as well go into it. Just jump into it.
Wow. So you wrote the script. You got a big blank there between the money to get into production. How did that all happen?
Oh man, it was kind of crazy. The script was written, and so I started reaching out to some friends of mine to just help me with donations. But a lot of my friends were with me from growing up, and they know that what I've been going through as far as producing comedy shows and things of that nature. So they trusted me, and they knew I was funny. So they believed in me. They believed in my product, and so they donated. I got a lot of friends that donated to the project.
Now, was this Kickstarter, Indiegogo, Seed and Spark?
We did GoFundMe.
Okay.
We got a lot of money off of GoFundMe and a little bit off of Indigo, but a lot of it was just personal donations.
Okay. Did you do any equity where people actually invested, or was it 100% donations?
I'd have two people that donated for investments.
Okay. And what was the final budget or the range of what you came up with?
That's interesting. I was going for $50,000 to make the movie. I didn't quite get there. I got to 30,000. And so I owe people.
And you still made it.
I still made it.
Wow.
A lot of people that worked on the film believed in what I was doing, and they know me, so they said I can pay them when I get the money.
Wow. Well, the trailer looks fantastic. I think everybody can relate to
Yes.
the whole premise of this romantic comedy. Like this guy who's trying to find Ms. Right, and
Hmm.
a lot of crazy people out there, especially post pandemic.
And we didn't really want to focus on the pandemic. We wanted to focus on this is just a dating situation that everybody can relate to.
Yeah.
So that's what
When
we're focusing on.
when did you shoot it? Was it post pandemic or during the pandemic?
It was towards the end of the first round. We got shut down for 3 months and we picked back up. So it was towards the end of the pandemic when it was going winding down.
Okay. Well, the thing is, post pandemic, it was for me. Luckily, I've been single most of my life. Luckily, I found the woman of my dreams recently, but
Okay.
I have a lot of friends that were single going into the pandemic. It was
Mhm.
crazy enough before then. It
Yes.
seems even tougher now, and I think that's what's going to make this movie resonate with such a wide audience.
Yeah, so we're hoping that it translates on both ends, before and during the pandemic.
Yeah. So I want to talk about Bryce Ray for a minute. Because literally I scoured the film and I really couldn't find anyone with producing experience. But like I said, the trailer looks amazing. I'm gonna watch this movie. I mean, I can
Oh, you
definitely
have to.
relate to this. Um,
Yes.
how did Bryce Ray, because he had done some shorts, he did a TV
Mhm.
series. He seems to be like one of the guys with experience on the team. How did you guys hook up?
Bryce brought everything together. Um, like I said, my daughter and I wrote the movie. We brought my niece in because she went to Chicago State along with Bryce Ray. She told Bryce about the story. Bryce liked it, and he came upon, and he just helped us from producing to scouting to locations to he did the editing, did the coloring. He did everything about this film. Bryce was involved in it, so he really helped us out getting this together.
So it helps to have someone with experience, huh?
Oh my, absolutely, and I have to mention my photographer, my son photographer. His name is Mamadou. He went to Chicago State as well. He is the best photographer nobody knows about. He's fantastic.
Well, from the clips I saw, it looks really good. Especially, I'm
Mhm.
I'm shocked at that budget, and budgets really starting to become somewhat irrelevant, as opposed to 5, 10 years ago, because the
Mhm.
cameras are smaller, they're cheaper, the software, the power
Yes.
that filmmakers have today is unbelievable compared
Mhm.
to what I started off in.
Oh yes, and the crazy part about it is, I'm more of that. I work with the actors. I write the story, I produce everything, put everything together. Bryce and Mamadou are the ones who filmed everything, who edited, do all the coloring. So they were more hands on with the camera and stuff like that.
So the lead actor, who looks like a
Oh
really
man,
really funny guy, was he a comedian or someone that you knew? Or do you just have an
um,
open casting?
Chris, I had an open casting, but my cinematographer say I have somebody in mind that I think it'd be great for this role, and he went to school with them as well. And so when he brought him in and he did the audition, right away I said, "Dude, you my man."
Awesome.
He's very good. He's very good.
It's just fantastic when that happens,
Mhm.
when you just know.
Yes,
So where can people see the movie right now? Apparently it just released, correct?
yes, right. Right now you can see it on Prime Video, Apple TV, and I think Vudu.
And you have a
And
URL prettycrazymovie.com?
yes,
Excellent.
pretty crazy
So
movie.
prettycrazymovie.com, just like it sounds.
Yes.
And what is there any other place that people can follow you or contact you?
Instagram, pretty crazy movie, and on Facebook.
Okay,
Yeah,
excellent.
pretty crazy the movie.
So being a first timer, I'm really, really impressed that you just skipped the whole shorts, music video, let's play around. You just jumped right
Yes.
in. What did you learn from this experience? And what would you say to anyone behind you that wants to do their first feature in terms of raising the money, getting donations, and putting it all together?
Well, what I've learned is you can't go into a project like this thinking you know everything. You have to rely on everybody that's surrounding you to help put this vision together. And that's what I did. My niece, my daughter, my whole family came in. My children came in and helped out. My brother came in and helped out. My mother came in and helped out. So everybody came in to help out. I used my daughter's house, so it was just a whole family thing. What I would tell people coming behind me, a first timer, if you have a dream, have a story, get it out there. Because when I started, I didn't have the money to do it. I was very short starting it, but it's just something that I had to do, and I just went for it.
Awesome. So you just had basically took a leap of faith. You just said, I'm going to do this.
Yes, yes, and that is my children were all telling me. We talked about it before we start shooting it, and my children, all my children are adults, and they say, "Dad, we have your back. We're not going to let you fail. We have your back," and we did it.
Awesome. Any plans to do another movie in the future? Or are you just going to kind of open this up and take a breather?
People keep asking me about Pretty Crazy too, so I do have that on my mind. And I do have another script that I wrote. I don't know if you're aware of it's a group, it's an entertainment thing called Winter Guard with Rifles and Flags. I wrote a script about that as well. So I'm
No,
looking
I,
for
I don't know that group.
yeah, it's a worldwide entertainment um situation where they do rifles and flags and dance. So I wrote a script about that as well.
Huh.
So
Well, real life experiences, I believe everybody has a story. And if you've been hanging around all these comics, doing all these live shows,
yes,
um, I'm sure that was quite the inspiration for the movie. I can't wait to see it. Pretty crazy movie. Go see it
yeah.
now if you're listening to this or watching this. And Mo Jones, I really want to thank you for your time and I wish you all the best.
Scott, thank you very much for having me, man. You will enjoy the movie. Pretty Crazy the movie.
Thanks for listening. And remember, it's time!
There's never been a better time to make your own indie film. And if you have a dream project you're excited about and 100% committed to getting it funded, go to financeyourmovie.com and click on the green telephone button. You'll see our calendar, and if you find an open spot, grab it. You'll get a one-on-one call with me or one of my partners. It will be the best hour you've ever spent getting clarity and strategy towards financing your movie. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next week.